What's going on, everyone? So welcome to my latest video. This is my review for The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Season 4. So, Season 4 was 8 episodes long. This is a Prime show. This is a show that originally aired in 2017. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of winding back the clocks to kind of showcase my relationship with this show. So, when this came out in 2017, I kind of vaguely heard about it, but I didn't watch Season 1 until 2018, and I quite liked it. And then I immediately watched Season 2, and I loved that, maybe even more than Season 1. Season 3 came out in 2019. I watched it. I liked it, but I thought it was a huge step down, truthfully, from Season 1 and 2. And it left kind of a bitter taste in my mouth. So much so that Season 3 was 2019. Season 4 didn't come out until 2022. So nearly 3 years later, when it came out, I was just kind of like, you know what, I'll watch it. But I kept putting it off. And what finally got me to want to watch Season 4 was, hey, oh man, Season 5, the final season, is coming out in the middle of April. I need to get on this ASAP. So I did. And I gotta say, Season 4, I definitely like more than Season 3, but it doesn't match the quality of Season 1 and 2. Although, I would definitely say it's worth your time, no question about it. The filmmaking alone is really top-notch. I found myself especially impressed by the cinematography. The camera movement is constantly moving. There aren't that many scenes of just like still camera work. It's constantly moving to really kind of showcase the life of Midge and how things are always on the go. There's so much going on, and it really does a great job of showing that. The lighting, the color grading, it's all fantastic. It's a really good-looking film. And that also helps that the production design, the costume design, and the makeup also are on point. It transports you to the late 1950s, and it does a really good job with that. The humor works quite well. I wanted to also give a shout-out. Like, Rachel Brosnahan does a great job in the lead role, but I also want to give a shout-out to Tony Shalhoub, who I think does such a good job in the supporting role of Abe. I thought he did a really, really good job, especially in this season. And I also really liked not only the humor, but I liked how these are characters that we know them by now, and even though we know them, even if it's just little things that they're going through, you still care about them, and I think that that's really impressive for a show to be able to do that. And I really liked these characters. I really liked how we got to see them do, like, you know, certain things. Again, not going to spoil anything, but I really liked us just being able to spend time with them, getting to know them even more, and seeing how they've changed in some ways and how in many ways they haven't changed. Speaking of which, I will say that this season is a return to form, but there's something that happens in pretty much it's the last scene of Season 4, and it does set up Season 5, I think, pretty nicely, but overall, I will say that this is a show that, for as much as I enjoy it, it just kind of lacks some of the forward momentum of plotting and storytelling that makes certain shows the best of the best for me personally. Again, not going to compare it to like certain shows and everything, but as it stands, I find myself sitting back and watching this and being entertained and saying this is very enjoyable. I'm really liking it. But I'm not, like, blown away. I'm not, like, in love with it the way that I was with Season 1 and 2. And I think that it was because it was in the early stages. I was just really enjoying everything that I was experiencing. But now I'm just kind of like, I don't know, maybe I'm just more rigid. I don't know. But I'm just really hoping that Season 5 sticks to landing. And I am hoping that it makes it all worth it. Because what I'm kind of scared about with Season 5 is that it's going to be kind of like Season 3 and 4, where it's entertaining, it's very well crafted, but that the ending might not stick the landing. I just feel like that was the case with Season 3 and 4, where it's good. I'm definitely not giving it a negative review, but I just can't help but say that there is something missing that makes it the top TV. As a comedy, it does work, though, because, again, it is very funny. It is very insightful to this kind of lifestyle. So I would say for all those reasons, it's very much so worth your time. But there's just something that's missing that makes it the best of the best. And, again, I think it's that forward momentum of the plotting and storytelling. And I think what kind of makes it all the more kind of disappointing in that aspect is the fact that it's only 8 episodes. So you would think that it would have that, but it doesn't. It's more relying on the characters and your enjoyment of them. And it does work to that extent, and I'm not saying that that's bad. It does work to that extent. So I will say, being vague here, but The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel Season 4 overall, it's a good show. It's a good season of TV. I liked it. Didn't love it. I still liked it, and I personally will be giving Season 4 a Hey guys, that is my review, spoiler free, obviously, for season 4 of Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Let me know your thoughts on season 4 down below. Did you like it? Did you not? Very curious to hear your guys' thoughts. And also, what are some predictions for season 5 on what you think will happen and how it will end? Let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, thank you very much for watching with the subscription, notification bell, follow me down on Letterboxd, and I will catch you guys later.